Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Super J Business Hour. My name is Super J Business. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize, I have not been around in a couple days. This is going to be an update show. We'll be very quick, and I do want to touch on a couple news articles, so I want to jump right in. Basically, I want to thank everybody out there, all YouTubers and Infowars, everybody who felt concerned for my case and called. Thank you. It has worked, and I want to tell you that they were stonewalling me. I even finally had a friend willing to put up money, and I was able to go speak to a private attorney. And I found out very quickly that in this town, it's a country small town, they apparently do whatever they want. And they use the backs of men like me who are trying to have a good life and have changed their life and do positive things. Doesn't matter. Even though, yes, I made mistakes in my past, you can't change evidently in certain places, and this is one of them. I had a private attorney tell me to my face, this is politics, and in order for them to get their votes for next year, they'll do it on your back by sticking your butt in jail. So they were going to put me in jail, folks. However, I was able to finally work out a deal where your friend Super J Business will have plenty of time to do his daily show, because they're going to put me on house arrest apparently for 90 days, and then a period of probation, which I will find out at the time of sentencing. The judge gets to pick it. That should be interesting. Again, thank you everybody for the support, the friend invitations, subscribing to the channel. You guys are awesome. I will be back daily to get the show up every day. We're going to go right back to world news, local news, and just discussions on the news and what's going on with politics and in our world. I want to say thank you again to everyone. You guys are awesome. You're great. And without you, I don't know where I'd be right now. So that is the update. Officially on August 31st, I will be sentenced. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of taking the two-part video series down that I did, the two-part show from a couple days back. I was going to take it down, but you know what? I'm going to keep it up to maybe about a week before sentencing. So any of you out there that watch the two-part series, go back a couple days in my uploads, and you'll see Infowars Part 1 and Part 2 asking for help. Then you can hear my story. You can hear what happened, what the story was, and hear how I was getting railroaded. If you still want to put a call in, go ahead and put the call in and just say, listen, it's a good guy. I think some leniency should be given to him upon sentencing. And anybody who does that, thank you so much. Seriously, it's all of us that have to stick together here and help each other. And that's why I do this show every day. So again, thank you. In about 2 weeks, I will take those videos down, and I will keep everybody updated. And thank you. I mean, I have to keep it simple and humble, but that's the best I can come up with. I really appreciate everything. Okay, folks, back into the news. I got New York Times here, and it looks like it says, and this is from Monday, July 25th, and it says, new loyalties and old feuds collide in Syria. So I'm assuming that maybe Syria is next on the list of warmongering. So I wonder how long that's going to take. And then I think I want to really concentrate on this Norway situation. And from what I'm reading here, and I also have a Lancaster New Era, which is a local paper, and it shows a picture of the gentleman on his ride to jail, I guess, from the courts over here, up here. That's our friend there. Nice little smile, wearing his little outfit. We're dealing with a possible false flag situation. It's a lone gunman theory, like always. Lone gunman, always a lone gunman. Some crazy guy, right, that does this every time. And somehow these lone loser guys are able to commit the greatest atrocities in history. And I don't know. Now that I've been woken up, I see right through it. I mean, how could that even be possible? You know? And they say the police department was 10 minutes away, yet it took them over 90 minutes to get there. And then they say when they got there, several eyewitness accounts said that they were calling the man's name. So my question is, how did they know his name as soon as they got there? Some crazy dudes just shooting people, and it's spare the moment, and you get a call, You come get the guy, you have no idea who he is. The whole point is find him, get him, and then figure it out later. Apparently, they already knew who he was. So if they knew who he was, why was he out there shooting people? Why wouldn't they have stopped him ahead of time? Aha! Big question mark. It's not really a question mark. This stuff goes on for years. It's been going on for years in history, all the way back to the Reichstag with Hitler, and it never ends. And now I read in this paper that this gentleman is saying that there are two other groups that are ready to do this self-described perpetrator of Norway's deadly bombing and shooting rampage was ordered held in solitary confinement because he claims officials in Norway doubt his claims of other domestic terror cells ready to attack. The gentleman, his name is Andres Barvik, who has admitted bombing the capital and opening fire on a youth group retreat in an island resort, told authorities he expects to spend the rest of his life in prison. But he also says that there's two more cell groups, that are doing it. And I like this. Check this out. And I want you to be very careful because they tell you, they rat themselves out. And it says Norway's twin terror attacks suspect Andreas Brecht sits in an armored police vehicle after leaving the courthouse. They're comparing it to the Twin Towers already. Twin terror attacks. Twin Towers. It's all a game. It's a psychological battle because people that don't know better, that have been brainwashed to believe mainstream media and the government lies, hear that and they say, oh my God, this is another terrorist, just like 9/11, just like the 7/7 bombings, just in Europe, just like this, just like that. And the moral of the story is that once you find out that all of these are false and they were done by the government, you realize very quickly that it's nonsense, and it's horrifying that they're getting away with this stuff. And we need to stick together. Infowars.com, Alex Jones. Look that up in your search block of YouTube, or just Google it, or just go to Infowars.com. Check out Super J Business, my channel. Watch my old uploads. Some of the stuff is from older news, but some of it's just talking and discussing politics. And there's really good stuff. Check out my favorites list. That's what I always recommend to everybody. Start at the bottom, work your way up top. Or recently, I've added a bunch of movies, totally free to watch. Enjoy yourselves. Watch the movies. Watch the videos. If you were to watch all 600 and something favorites I have, by the time you're done, you will be well educated on what's going on. It's a scary world we're living in, but the thing that is this. It says this. When government is afraid of its people, you have liberty. When the people are afraid of their government, you have tyranny. And tyranny is in America. Tyranny is a third world country somewhere. If we have tyranny in America, it's not America anymore. You might as well change the name and call it something else, because America is the land of the free, the home of the brave. It's supposed to be liberty, justice, and everything else, but apparently there's no justice to be found. There's no liberty to be found. Upon being in court these last couple of days, I found no justice. It was a joke. It's a political game. It's just one big racket. I'm watching these people in the courtroom. The prosecutor's got her shoes off. They're joking and laughing. You have people getting sentenced to years and years in prison, and this isn't funny. Where's the respect? Where's the, I don't know where we're going, folks, but we're not going anywhere good if this keeps going on. I mean, it was a blatant disrespect of the judicial system, a blatant disrespect of the law, and I'm just talking about my case. And in the scheme of things, in a worldwide view, my case doesn't mean anything. But see, it does mean something, because if I can get treated this way, then you can get treated this way, then your friend can get treated this way, and then the next thing you know, that town gets treated that way. I mean, look at Courtside, Arizona. They literally, the police chief took the town over, fired the mayor, and is just locking people up. Even the officers in his own squad that want to stand up for what's right and freedom, he's locking them up and putting them on house arrest. Where are we going with this? And then the mayor runs to Phoenix, Arizona, to say, look, we need help out here. Something's wrong. They're taking over our town, and people are going to get hurt here. And this is scary. And they told him, submit it in writing and we'll get back to you. Wouldn't somebody say, what? Oh my God, hold on, come in the office. Let's make some calls. Let's get a police squad down there. Let's get this crazy police chief out of there, and let's do the right thing. But apparently nobody's into doing the right thing anymore. People are into following rules, being told what to do, and they just do it. And it's out of fear of what? Losing your money, losing this, losing that. Well, my thing is, you lose your freedom, you lose everything. How can you look at yourself in the mirror anymore if you don't stand up for what's right? You know, I'd much rather be on the street homeless than not be able to look at myself in the mirror and know that I'm doing the right thing. You know, so again, we need to stick together. We need to get these videos out to everybody. We all need to get together and fight this war. We need to stand back and take this country back from those who are raping it and pillaging it and destroying it. And it's all power grab. It's all for money, and it's all for nonsense. It's not about freedom. It's not about justice. It's not about liberty, which is what this country was founded on. George Washington could have easily accepted what the king said, became the king of America, and we would be like Europe somewhere where we have a king and queen and no rights. But George Washington knew in his heart what was right and said, no, screw you, I'm not doing that. That's not what freedom is. That's not what human rights and humans deserve. So I'm going to fight, and fight he did. And that's how we got our first president, and that's how we got this beautiful, great country, which has thrived for over 200 years up until recently when the government has been corrupted and everything is going in the toilet. So if we don't take it back now, we're at a crossroads. We don't take this back now, it's over with, folks. Your grandkids and great-grandkids have no future. They might as well be slaves somewhere in a third world camp. And this is real. This is not imaginary. This is not some crazy conspiracy theorist. Again, I'll say, it seems to me that the conspiracy theorists are basically the only ones dealing with truth and facts. Everyone else is reading out of a paper that lies to you. I mean, these guys are getting arrested and thrown in jail because they're hacking phones and putting fake articles out, and we're supposed to read this and know what's going on in the world? No, what's going on in the world is you're being lied to. So again, Infowars.com, Super J Business on YouTube. And then go to my people that I'm subscribed to. I got a bunch. RT America, RT Worldwide, changed the channel. A bunch of guys everybody's fighting. We're fighting. We're trying, folks. We're getting these videos out, and we're doing the best we can. If you like this video, hit like. If you find interest in the stuff I'm talking about, please subscribe to my channel. The more people that subscribe, the better, because then I'll subscribe to you, and then someone will subscribe to them, and we'll all just get our stats all the way through the roof until everyone has to listen. And then mainstream media won't be mainstream media. We'll be the mainstream media, and we'll be telling the truth, and we'll get our country back so that our kids can have a future, so that this world can prosper, and we can go back to an America and the United States of America where people actually enjoy living life, and there's actual freedoms, and things are done the right way. You know, let's get Ron Paul in for president. Let's actually go out and vote for Ron Paul. And let's tell everyone you know so that we can take this country back. He's a founding father. This is a man who's just like our founding fathers, who isn't willing to just say what sounds right. He's willing to tell the truth. You know, hey, maybe it doesn't sound right because you've been lied to for so long. That's why it doesn't sound right. Listen to what the man's saying. He's going by the Constitution, what made this country what it is. And now that we've gone so far from that, people think it sounds crazy, and it's not crazy. It's exactly what founded this country and what made it so great. So why don't we go back to what made it so great and what made it thrive for years? It's when we started deviating here, a little there, a little over here, and then more. So now we're so far from what this country founded on that it's just a nightmare, and it's insane. So again, folks, let's start subscribing to each other. Let's start getting these videos out to everybody. Let's get the word out. Talk to everybody you know, and let's take this country back. Why stand on a silent platform? Fight the war, F the norm. This has definitely been another edition of Super J Business Hour. Again, I thank everybody for their support. Check out that 2-part series and ask for leniency on my sentence. God bless everybody out there. Godspeed. Everybody take care. Please be safe, whatever you're doing out there. And we'll be back again tomorrow with another edition of Super J Business Hour. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Peace in the Middle East, peace in America, peace everywhere. We got to stick together, folks, and that's the only way this is going to work. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for tuning in.